Um, Lachlan, who we got on the VC? I've got Bontempelli at the moment, mate. You could definitely mount a case for Dacos too. But yeah, go on Bontempelli, probably into Sicily at the moment, mate. Luke says, what about Jack Steele? Oh, definitely. I mean, for his price, great option. I'd still prefer like a Libra or something like that. But Jack Steele is back in business. Speaking of which, Heath says Steele or Butters for Walsh. I would still go Butters. I've got a fair bit of faith in him. Steele's had a big couple of weeks. I think over the stretch, I'm feeling better about Butters. Could be added that he's had a bit of groin concerns as well, but it wasn't that long ago that Steele we had concerns. So, footy, I have both of them players. Anyone else? Sorry, mate. Lachlan, thoughts on trading in Darcy Cameron, Andy Brayshaw? Yeah, wouldn't argue about that one, mate. I've got both of them, and they've been pretty good. Darcy Cameron's been a little bit of a roller coaster. Quiz will be probably around 8:40. Just depends how many questions, but the quiz is normally about 8:40, mate. What do we got here? Darcy Parish, very reliable. Caleb Sarong or Brayshaw. And I think I mentioned Doherty before as well. And then you are getting the Jack Steels as well. So out of those guys, I think Parish probably has the biggest upside. Yeah, that's probably the way I'd approach it, but can get injured as well, can Darcy. Triple X says, got 500K. Who should I get? Oh, could you give us a position, mate? But Bailey Smith, George Hewitt, they're a few cheaper guys. It's a bit tough around the 500. Lachlan Bont into Sicily is definitely the good go. Good call. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's definitely the way I'm going. Our dog had the VC on Sicily last week. Wow. Wait, Jesus, mate. Yeah, thanks, mate. It was a huge week. I was pretty up and about over it. But nice job to you, mate, for landing the VC on Sicily, mate. That was very impressive. No worries, X. No worries, mate. I'll just do these last couple, and then we'll roll over to YouTube, mate. We got Heath. Glad to see Dusty coming back in form for draft. Yeah, this is the start of the year where you go, I'm really getting into my draft. So, and Lachlan, anyone else you reckon I should get instead of Darcy Cameron? In the forward line, you might consider Sam Flanders or Luke Jackson. But yeah, I think Darcy Cameron was back in business last week, so I feel a bit more trust towards him. Who to trade Walsh for? Well, it sort of depends how much cash you have got, mate. In and around his price, Jack Steele's probably the closest, sort of in terms of just north. But you know, if you don't have the cash, Zach Butters, real good option. He would be there. So, thanks for the follow, Seb. He's giving me a little X. It's very cheeky, but thanks for the follow, mate. Hugo, who are you going VC? I'm going to go Bontempelli into Sicily. Yeah, LDU's been great, mate. He's been great. Back in form, good price. You'd be very pleased with the pickup. So, one to start next year too, I reckon. I'm going to wind that up on TikTok, guys. Thanks for all the questions. If you do want to keep rolling over, we are smashing questions out there on YouTube. So, yeah, but appreciate you joining me for the last half hour. Fancy yourself with a bit of footy quiz, footy trivia, mate. Do a quiz about 8:40, 8:30, 8:45 whenever we talk. But, yeah, if you want to keep the party rolling, head over to YouTube. Same thing, Shorty SuperCoach. So I'll talk to you there. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. Whoops. What's going on, YouTube? How are we? Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear there. Just drop me fucking tripod, mate. What is up? What is up? Shorty's up and about, mate. Rank 23. How about it? Yeah, I'm pumping myself up. Look, I've made you wait a little bit, but I'm going to make you wait a little bit longer. Just let me post this stream to Facebook and Twitter, and then we're ready to rumble. We are ready to. So yeah, hopefully it's this stage of the year where we can just kind of bit of super coach talk, but gives a bit of time for some banter as well because not as many super coach questions. Alrighty, that's over there. But yeah, I'm bloody tired to be honest. It's my own fault. Like I've just been getting distracted at night, just like fucking around on YouTube, and before I know it, it's like 11:30, and I've got to get up for work in the morning. Just dumb, like. So I literally had a nap before, and like I'll often like lie down for a bit of a nap, but you don't actually fall asleep. I actually fell asleep, so that was kind of rare. All right. Cool, cool. Thanks for your patience, guys. We're ready to rumble. Harvey, first cab off the rank. We love to see it. G'day, Shorty. How are we? Congrats on the huge scoring classic. Thank you, mate. I have been basking in that a bit. I appreciate it. I'm feeling up and about, mate. Thank you very much. I'm good. I hope you're going well out there, mate. Harvey, continue on. Don't have any questions because I ain't doing any trades still into season because I only have one. Don't really have much to talk about. Lol. Yeah, no, mate. That's fair. Stick around for a bit of banter if you want because I'm much the same. There's not too much to sort of talk about in a trade point of view. So if you just want a bit of company, mate, just want to talk a bit of shit, I'm all ears. Chappelli, Chappelli chaps. Three trades left. Thoughts on Zeeble out, Hewitt in. Not going to argue with that at all, mate. Hewitt's going to get some great opportunity. There's no doubt about that. And Zeeble, he's been really weird option for us. Great early, then became involved with the sub and that. So it's definitely time to go for him. Short Hog from Lockie. What's up, mate? How are we? And true to form, Baggers is right behind him there. Mate, I said I'm bringing fireworks, but I've only got glow sticks. Sorry, brother. That's all right, mate. That's all right. I just expect you to bring your best for the quiz, mate. That's what I'm expecting. Frank, hey, Shooty, how are you, mate? Love the show you did last night with Janeth and the boys. Cheers, mate. No worries, man. Appreciate it. I actually haven't checked out the final copy of, but I tuned into most of it live in time. So, yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate the feedback. Hope you're going well out there. Also, they do a great job there. I try to team up with them as much as I can. It's weeks get pretty busy, but I'd certainly try my best. Hamish, g'day, Shorty. 4 trades left with a few boosts somehow. Man, this guy has discipline. Should I get Keys out before he drops more in price? I would look to upgrade him, yeah. Probably the last 3 weeks have been not quite where you would like it. So, yeah, I would look to trade him out. There are a few decent options around. So, yeah, I think with those amount of trades left, I would do that, mate. Bagger says, Shorty, about my pod call last week, looking good. The big Sammy Taylor had 43 one-on-one, something like that, and 123 of them. Hashtag big game player. Yeah, he's plucking everything at the moment. Like he's probably the best interceptor right now in the game. So Nice call, mate. Bailey Murphy, thoughts on Tommy Stewart into Sicily? Oh, I hope we're talking captains because I wouldn't be trading Tommy Stewart. If that is a VC into C, then I like it. Nick, great score, buddy. Keep it going. Glad you took my Hewitt suggestion a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, yeah. No, good call, mate. That's the beauty of doing these lives is sometimes you fellas give me some ideas out there and ladies as well. Um, but even tonight, Luke Jackson, I hadn't really thought of him, and boom, someone mentioned it on TikTok. So, but yeah, thanks, Nick. Good stuff, mate. Baggers says, Shorty, how was the men play with swords together, potty? Oh, they love it on there, mate. They love it. It's a whopping podcast too, mate. 2 or so hours. They do bloody well to get through it all. Great bunch of fellas. Definitely like them. And I'm sure you guys do as well out there. They provide some great stuff. So we'll hopefully get around them in the future as well. Mitch, hey Shorty, do I hold Green and Walsh? I have one trade left, but this week we'll have to field 2 rookies if I hold. What should I do? I definitely hold Green because he's probably only missing one more. The question's probably more about Walsh. One trade left. Look, the question is right. We're always holding trades for something. Gets to this stage of the year, it's like, well, is this what I'm holding that one trade for? Someone like Walsh? Because in theory, you could trade Walsh and then you won't get another injury for the rest of the year. But clearly, the negative mindset would also say, oh shit, what if I do cop an injury, which could happen in 4 to 5 weeks? Odds probably says it will. Then I'm in strife. So I would say trade and probably to a dual position player like a Doherty or someone like that. But I would also say, look, if you are concerned about how you're going in some of your league finals and that, definitely trade. If you're not too worried about league finals, it also probably depends which rookies you are actually putting on the field. Like if it's Marcus Windhager, you could sort of work with it. But if you're really going to suffer, I sort of lean towards trade, but I hope you got a little bit of coverage up your sleeve. Heath says making draft finals. Yes, absolutely. I finished second in my mates league, and the finals start not this week but next. I'm a part of a Facebook page, AFL Supercoach 360. So with them, I finished fourth, and the finals start this week. So definitely tuning into the draft right about now. Baggers, let's talk about the WWC. What is that in reference to? Is that the Women's World Cup? Not too sure. Lockie, how many times will Shorty bring up this round rank? My guess is 10 plus times. Hey, mate, they're bringing it up for me. But am I up and about? Yes. Yes, I am. Robredo, old mate Tommy Robredo. One trade left, Shorty. 103rd overall. Fuck. Traded in Walsh last week. Oh, no. Do I hold or use my last trade? And if I do trade, who to under 595? Mate, if I was you, I would trade. I mean, if you're 103rd, I reckon you go all in and just say, look, I'm going to risk it here. Under 595, Luke Davies-Uniacke, Darcy Parish, also a good option. Steele, Sarong, Brayshaw. I mean, Steele's form's pretty irresistible. Of the lot, I really like Luke Davies-Uniacke the most. He looks to be back to his best. But hopefully a few of those take your fancy. Bailey Murphy, VC and C would be hard to trade with a big fat 0 trades. Oh, mate. There's a few of us out there, and I'll join that 0 trade party after this week. D-Mac, don't worry, ladies and gents. I'm back this week. Can't imagine a live without me. Mate, you'll have to be back for the quiz too, man. Hamish can go straight keys to Steele if I need, but want to also trade out Sheasel for Sicily as well. Yeah, fair. I mean, I'd definitely like the keys to Steele trade. I mean, Sheasel's being relatively rock solid for you, so he could be nice backup, but you definitely need Sicily as well. So not sure if you can do both of those, but they're both very good trades. Baggers. So to begin, Alicia Lehman didn't fire, but boy, off the ball, did she ever. We have a new queen of the crop. Jordan Hutima, a very smooth operator and aging like fine with Alex Morgan, raised the bat, son. Oh, you're a character, mate. Baggers says VC Dacos, C Bonsum Smelly. Luke, got any captain suggestions as I have Bont for Vice, but thinking about English? Yeah, I'm thinking Bonson Pally, and then I'm going into James Sicily. So, yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to approach it, mate. But Dacos also a good option. Will he cop a bit of Ed Kerno serious attention? Not too sure. Jason, evening, Shorty. Hope you're going well. Thanks, mate. Hope you're going nicely as well. Cheers for dropping in, man. Amusement hits me with a Horty. What's up, Amusement? And he hits me in classic amusement form. 37 trades, rank 0. Should I bring in Billy Hartung? Billy Hartung. Holy shit. Heath says, how teams is in your or how many teams is in your draft league? I'm in an 18 team draft. If I win this week, I finish 5th. Wow. Well, I think there's 8 in my mates league and maybe 10 in the other league. So pretty small, but we've got a lot of players on field. So it does test you if you lose a player to injury. That's for sure. Good luck though, mate. I take it that 5th will. I'm pretty sure you got a top 8 if you got 18 in there. So good luck for finals there, mate. Cameron, hello, Shorty. One more primo upgrade, mid upgrade next week. Who do I get in? Should I go top price? Not necessarily top price, mate, but certainly certainly best available. Yeah, I mean, now's the time to just go. We're not penny pinching, get the best player. If you can afford them, it's on pure scoring from here. So if you want to throw some options at me, feel free. Well done on the round rank, by the way. Nah, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Absolutely stoked. I was absolutely stoked. I don't recall being that pumped, aside from winning certain leagues. I don't recall being that pumped. So I was up and about. Frank says VC Stewart, C Sicily this week. What do you think? I like it, mate. I mean, Stewart's got a great record down in Geelong. He even got the occasional centre bounce, mate, which I don't anticipate happening too often, but still, he's a great option. And yeah, Sicily is going bonkers. So I like that a lot. Jason says, a different sort of question. Demons need to salary dump Grundy. Why don't Demons give Grundy, Rivers, and pick 4 to the Eagles for pick 1 and 19? Eagles pay all Grundy's salary. Yeah, look, I don't mind it, to be honest. I feel like they are a fan of Rivers. I don't know if he's someone that's on the chopping block or not. Pick 4, they'll be hesitant to give away pick 4, won't they? But I think to get Harley Reid, they may well. And I totally understand the Grundy thing. So I don't mind the philosophy. I feel like the D's are probably giving up a bit, but they do get 19 back. So, and I suppose, as you mentioned there, the financial element too. So yeah, interesting, very interesting. I like the trade talk. Amusement, Geelong lost. Yes, they did, mate. But didn't think it was the worst performance. First half wasn't great, but yeah, up in Brisbane, definitely tough. Bagger says, Shorty, thoughts on disabled seats at the footy? This is dangerous. Myself, Carter may have snagged ourselves a deal. You boys are some loose characters, mate. Lordy, should I trade Tom Mitchell? Have 2 trades but no cash. Yeah, I would, mate. I would. I think the fact that he's getting involved in that sub is just too concerning for mine. 465k, he's going to lose more money. It is a tough one to see who he could replace. I mean, Sam Flanders would be around that price. He's 2k above that. Callum Mills turned up. He could be another option. So that's about all I can see, just having a quick look at it there. But we'll have a few good options next year. Like Miller will be underpriced. Mills will be underpriced. There was someone else like I think Sam Walsh should be underpriced. So yeah, there's a few that might tempt us. Amusement, boo. Did you get scared? And then Baggers and that just booing each other. So fair enough. Harvey, Shorty's just hit us with 2 ads. Lol. Did I really? Do you cop an ad for this? Jesus. Or did I say something advertisement like? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh shit! What I do know is I just hit my fucking laptop screen. But Lordy, and who would you get as Tom Mitchell replacement? Oh yeah, right. Well, hopefully I answered that one for you. Callum Mills. If you got absolutely no coin, probably you go. Mitch gone Doherty in for Walsh. Yeah, same. Leaving me with 0 trades. I'm pretty stoked as well. Finished 172 last week with 2,730. Well done, mate. Yeah, and I really like the fact that I've got Doherty, who will play that defensive mid role for me. And then, like Hewitt, once I get Laird and Green back, Hewitt, in theory, is my M9. So it gives me that chance to swing guys back, swing guys forward. Hopefully, I don't get more than 2 injuries and hopefully no long termers, but I think I'll have a reasonable amount of coverage. Cameron says, is the Sicilian a must have given a lot of teams traded him out? I think he is a must have. Like, he's actually a bit of a point of difference now. He's not going to get tagged too much, I wouldn't have thought. It happened, scored poorly, but he bounced back beautifully. And the Saints have leaked a lot of scores to some guys like Luke Ryan, Jack Zeeble, those sort of halfback flankers. They've leaked a lot. Heath Canny, does Norton stay and English stay? I would think that English definitely stays, and I would have thought Norton does stay as well. I mean, I know English has been talked about, but I would have thought this year has locked him away as, he's a trusted first ruck now, I would have thought. And I couldn't see Norton leaving. I mean, they do have a lot of tall timber, but I don't, unless there's any other murmurings as to why he might leave, let me know. But I thought they were both going to stay. Frank says, hey, Shorty, I need to trade out Ridley, 2 trades left and only 520k in the bank. Is Angus Brayshaw worth bringing in, or who do you suggest? Yeah, for sure, mate. Let me bring up and have a bit of a look at it. So 520k. So I do like Brayshaw for sure. Only thing I'll say is that when Oliver returns, that's going to significantly affect his midfield time. So I don't like him as an option moving forward. 520. What do we got to work with? Caleb Daniel, I really like. Not the greatest form over the last 3, even 5 weeks, but I do think he's a good option around that price, because then it drops away pretty dramatically to the point where I'm scrolling and not seeing anything that I really like. And Jake Lloyd is solid, but even his last 3 to 5 weeks haven't been great. I guess one was injury affected. Yeah, I'd be going Caleb Daniel, mate. That is the way I would go. The boys are going off. The boys are going off. DMAC, got to get rid of Walsh. Only a forward under 545. Thinking Butters, Josh Kelly, or a massive pod Flanders. Who to pick out of them or anyone else take your fancy? No, I love Butters, so I'm not going to argue with you there. Josh Kelly, also a really good option. I would prefer Butters. And I wouldn't go Flanders. Look, he's in my draft. He's been a brilliant free agency pickup for me. I think he'll continue to score well, but if you want to play the percentages, like Tuke Miller is working his way back, does Flanders, take less of a role in the midfield once Miller is fully fit? I don't know, but I would prefer Butters than Josh Kelly. You'd have to be feeling braver than me to go Flanders there. Yeah, Carter, I'd share that story as well, mate. Sounds pretty interesting. Robredo says Brayshaw or LDU. Definitely LDU, mate. Brayshaw very consistent. I presume we're talking Andy now, But no, LDU, the form that he's in, he just looks explosive again, like the start of the year. So I'd go him. Harvey, no, it literally just turned into 2 ads. Oh, that's random. But I don't believe this is monetized, so maybe, but shit. Luke, Cripps in doubt to play. Shit, killing me, he says. Fuck. That's not good. I've got him in one of my drafts, so and that's the week I have finals too, so it's not ideal. Knockout finals, not good. Lordy, I have 2.2k, so I can get Flanders. So Flanders or Mills. Oh, that is tough. What's Callum been doing? I don't want to bag out. So see, this is the debate, right? You've got Mills, who is solid, more reliable, done it before, but not in as good a form, as opposed to Flanders, who hasn't done it before, has let us down at the start of the year, but is in great form. So, I mean, centre bounce. I mean, they do have Stephen King as well. Like he seems to be. I'm gonna base this really off Mills and whether he's playing that midfield role as much. He did play 70. Oh no. Oh boy. So Callum Mills last week attended 3% of centre bounces, and they tried Errol Goulden in there. I'd go Flanders, mate. That makes me a little bit nervous with Mills and how they're sort of experimenting, and he's sort of able to be taken out of that centre bounce. So yeah, I'll go Flanders, mate. Amusement. How are Geelong still in the 8? The math ain't mathing. West Coast have more wins, I thought. Such a Geelong hater, mate. Such a Geelong hater. Baggers, what big and black? Oh, jeez. You tell me, mate. You tell me. Frank, Shorty, where are the guys giving you a hard time for not having Goulden? Hopefully they apologise after you ranked 23 last week. That's it, mate. I'm loving life at the moment. It all came up Shorty last week. Big score for me. And Goulden didn't fire, mate. So there's no Goulden shower talk here, is there? So, oh, Lockie. So essentially, I think it's stupid that Rioli got 1 week. So I sent him a friendly message saying how he's pretty much a cheap dog and how he should be playing sample, but bloke replied. So I had to reply. He replied, did he? Jesus. Oh, no, he continued on. So I essentially had an argument with Rioli, the dog, and yeah, I thought that was funny. Are you dead serious? Willie Rioli replied. Probably not great to be absolutely ripping people via the social media, but I must admit, I thought he probably should have got 2. Baggers. You're a bad man. Harvey, yeah, mate. We leak a lot of halfback flankers scores because we just kick it to them. I literally hate us when we do that. Oh, man. A poem comp. Hamish says, can't decide between Steele and LDU for keys. Let me just, I mean, my gut says Davies Uniac. I mean, Steele can play games like he did on the weekend, but I just think Davies Uniac is that next gen. Yeah, so he's gone the last 5 weeks. He's been 120 plus 5 times. One of those was round 9. So last 5 scores, but he's returned in fantastic fashion. So Luke Davies Uniac for me, mate. Amusement. I heard Shorty was starring in Barbie. He didn't seem to show up in the premiere though, just like no one showed up in the goal kicking comp. Oh, you just love to bring me down, don't you, mate? You just love to bring me down, brother. But just take out the quiz for once, would you? You've been a lot of talk, mate, but just take out the quiz, bro. Hamish, need to use 2 trades for LDU and 1 for Steele. Oh, okay, well that changes it. How many trades do you have in total? Because trades are absolute gold at the moment. So off the back of that, I almost, it was pretty tough call between the two. So If it trades the difference, I almost lean towards Steele. Harvey says Mills is a test for this week. He hurt himself at the end of the Freo game. Here's a big watch. Fuck, didn't know that. This is why I just love doing these bloody live sessions, mate. I normally learn a bit. Thank you, mate. Heath says Jackson trade has worked well for Melbourne. Currently have pick 4. Yeah, absolutely. They have one out of. I think Freo most disappointing side of the year for me. Absolutely terrible performance considering what they did last year. Jonas, Shorty, how did you go appearing as an expert witness for the Willie Rioli case? Plenty of chicks have slapped Shorty harder than that, and he's never fallen down. Oh shit, that's not bad from you, mate. It's not bad. Jason Mills played wing last week. Flanders had most centre balances for the Suns. Yeah, I did watch the Suns game pretty closely because I was watching Flanders and Miller. So I just watched it on replay, but yeah, you're spot on. I mean, Flanders is in form. He's getting the preference in that midfield. So yeah, he's hard to doubt. He's form player at the moment. Amusement Bro had one good week when Goulden didn't go 160 and he doesn't know how to act. Baggy Shorty, I must confess I did the same when he whacked Ridley. Got told he knows people and I'm a bitch, so I hope he falls. Oh, jeez. You boys are some loose units. Absolute loose units. Harvey, I'll be back for the quiz, Shorty. Just got to go have a shower and do some chores. Lovely, mate. Make it a dark shower. You know what I mean? Turn those lights off, mate. That sounds weird. But nah, see you for the quiz, man. Jonas, St Kilda, the boutique club, has admitted by Ross Lioness the biggest sook in the AFL. Yeah, a bit of a strange comment, wasn't it? But no, he wasn't happy with the roof being open, was he? 4 trades from Hamish. So that'll leave you with 2. Okay, well, yeah, if you've got a completed team with 2 trades left, yeah, I'd go Luke Davies-Uniacke then. Unless do you have George Hewitt? Because you could go just to Steele and then go to Hewitt and have like a 9th midfielder with 2 trades left. So you could almost get 2 premiums, as opposed to just a Luke Davies-Uniacke. Hewitt's not quite a premium, but you know what I mean, like pretty reliable. Jason says Robertson and Walsh out for Flanders and Bailey Smith leaves him with 5 trades. Jace, he's got 5 trades, mate. Done well there. I didn't realise he had that many. Nice. Frank says, Shorty, have they said if Laird is returning this week? I have Chincotta and Harvey as cover. Only 1 trade left. I was reading on the AFL website that he's pushing for a return this week and a strong chance. Let me see if I can access this article. Need to be subscribed. Oh, danger signs for top Supercoach Ruckman. Is that Rowan Marshall? Is there concerns about Rowan Marshall, is there? This was a day ago. Adelaide midfielder Rory Laird remains no certainty of returning from a shoulder injury for Saturday's showdown. However, the Crows are confident 3-time best and fairest winner will suit up in round 20. That was kind of contradictory, wasn't it? So the club thinks he will. At a pinch, he could have played last week. He had a fair bit of bruising, blah, blah, blah. So that restricted him. He's got through everything he's needed over the weekend, is running around well. I'm saying he plays. I reckon he plays, particularly for a big showdown. I reckon he plays. Jonas says Willie Tyson Rioli versus Nathan Mardonna Murphy for Will Smith bitch slap cup. Oh, wasn't that just crazy scene? Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Some rare stuff, bro. Cameron, what's going on, mate? Shorty, can you believe it? Needed to win in Shorty Supercoach 2 to make finals and came up against you. Can you believe it? Oh, mate, that is brutal. Oh, man. And I pulled one out of the hat, didn't I? Bagger says, TikTok, please read poem. Oh, boy, did you message me, did you? This is dangerous. Oh, I don't see anything. Oh, yes, I do. Here we go. I'm just going to read it and stop if I get nervous. Willy, Willy, you are so silly. He gave Murphy a whack. It was an almighty crack. I hope you get delisted. Your heels blistered. Willy, Willy, why be so silly? Fall off a boat. I hope you don't float. That's just savage, man. Please read this on stream. Oh, mate, you're a character, no doubt. Character, no doubt, man. Oh, jeez. Brody, hey, Shorty, well done for your monster of a score last week. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. I'm absolutely basking in the glory. I'm pretty up and about over it. So thank you. Thank you, mate. Pufferfish, hey, Shorty, insane score this week. Thank you, mate. Thoughts on using 2 of the last 3 trades to complete team with Butters and put Hewitt on the bench for cover for any injuries for the rest of the year? Thanks, man. Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot, mate. The fact that you can have 1 trade left and coverage from George Hewitt, it's perfect. So I'm similar. I've got him for coverage and I can swing other players forward and back. So yeah, I think that can give you a bit of confidence to use those 2 trades. Jason says Marshall has been carrying an injury, said Ross Lyon. Fuck, if he's carrying an injury and bumming out 120s. But yeah, look, this is where we could be tested. I mean, that's the whole reason I went Darcy Cameron all those weeks ago. So look, if it happens, then hopefully I can cover it. But Rowan Marshall, this is from Jonas, is soft and pathetic. Of course he won't play. Whoa, a bit salty there. DMAC, crucial draft semi-final this week. Oh, fuck, I've got Rowan Marshall in draft. Shit. Well, that's not cool. Yeah, that could fucking ruin me. Man, that's not good. Fuck. Anyway, crucial draft semi-final this week. 2 final decisions. Give me some recommendations of who to start and who to bench. Love a bit of draft talk. Bench, Young versus Himmelberg and Keys versus Moore. Gonna have to look at. So what do we got? Himmelberg versus Young. I'd go Himmelberg, mate. I reckon the Dockers, like many other teams, can have a real tough time of it down at the Cattery. And the Dogs don't necessarily have, a stack of dangerous key forwards. Hagen and Norton, I know they're good players, but I think Himmelberg will be the go, particularly with his form last week. Keys versus Moore. That's a tough one. Let me have a look at Darcy Moore's scores. Gut is saying Darcy Moore. Darcy Moore for me. He's turned up the last 4 weeks. Last time he played Carlton, scored 151. So that's the way I'd go, mate. Himmelberg and Darcy Moore. Puffer Fish, Vice, Nick Dacos this week, thinking Dacos into Sicily. Yeah, I think that's a good option. I mean, I'm going Bontempelli, but certainly Dacos, good option. Does Ed Kerno go near him? Not too sure, but yeah, I think he's a superstar. So, Dylan Moore, not Darcy Moore. Oh, okay. 1 minute, I'll just go through these ones. Baggers, Shorty, any chance you're near Grovedale? Got a Bulba. I've been thinking grabbing 500 for BT. Oh, let's just move down. Where is it? We'll be back next Wednesday. Slab if all goes through. Oh, mate. Grabbing 500 for the BT. What is going on here, mate? Without letting you know where I live, Grovedale is a nearby suburb. Oh, it's the wrong year. Oh, you're talking about a car, mate. Right. Brody, I'm thinking about trading out Marshall for Gawn, considering he's now number 1 ruck. He has a great run home. My only worry is if they bring in Grundy for dual ruck teams. What's your thoughts? Well, before I knew Marshall was under an injury cloud, I would have been like, oh, probably wouldn't trade him out. But if he does miss, then yeah, you're spot on. Here's the thing, right? Gorn's going to dominate when he's number one ruck, but I can almost guarantee you at some stage they'll try Grundy again. So, how does that look? How many weeks? Just bear that in mind. I'd be hesitant, but then you can still play him as a forward and he still scores 90, so I'd base it more around what Marshall does. If Marshall goes, then pull the trigger. But if Marshall's in and playing well like he did last week, I'm not too concerned about trading him. So it was Dylan Moore, was it? Who Dylan Moore has been consistent, but I've got him in my draft as well. He seems to be an 80s kind of guy, just the occasional 100. So yeah, 88, 92, 90, 75, 91. Who the Hawks got? St Kilda, of course, yeah. Let me check Ben Keith's centre bounces. Oh, down to 26. Yeah, it's more for me. So there was a month there where Ben Keys was 70+% centre bounce. He sort of moved away from that over the last month, and that's definitely correlated in his scores. So yeah, it's deal more for me, mate. Pufferfish, I added you as a rivalry this week, Shorty. Was scrolling through the rankings and saw your name. Big Shorty getting the big scores as rivalry. I'm adding. Love it, mate. Love it. How do you do that? You can add someone as a rival and it's just show up their score, does it? Didn't know that. But good timing, hey, mate. Far out. Baggers, why is every player weaker than Carter's pickup lines? Like, I need players and it ain't going to happen. Being scared of a little strain. Get out there. Don't think. Do. Oh, boy. Absolute character, this man is. Absolute character. Lordy, shorties, what have done this week? Have a story for us. What have I done this week? I'll tell you what was disgusting, right? So I'm at work, just talking to a student, and we just have this well-being space, and there'll often be paper on the ground or whatever. And if you're having a chat, I'll normally just pick up paper, chuck in the bin, just sort of clean up while having a bit of a casual chat. I got to pick up this piece of paper, and it's a bit of gum. Absolutely fucking disgusting. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Why is someone spitting gum on the carpet in the first place, mate? And then, Jesus, I was like, oh, where's the sanitizer? Just fucking squirt that shit all over me. But so that was kind of disgusting. But, gee, what have I done? Not really. I had a little cocktail on Monday, a little pina colada. I was a little saucy. Monday cocktail. But there's a chance I'm out and about this week, and I haven't been out to town for a while, but talk is could be out hitting the town with a few beverages. Yeah, but otherwise, not too many good stories coming to mind. I haven't been doing too much. I had a good win in tennis, mate. I was 5-2 down first set, got 6-5 up and went off. I can get pretty passionate on the tennis court. I got the game to go 6-5 up and just let out a let's go. Just fucking went off, mate. Hit the ball into the fence, ran around to the other side, lost that game. So 6-all, won in a tiebreaker. But these are best of three. Lost the second set 6-2. And I'm thinking, shit. And then we play a super tiebreak in the third set. I'm down 10-9. And honestly, I'm not trying to be dramatic here. I was cramping up. Like, my doubles went to a super tiebreaker as well. I was sore as fuck. Starting to cramp. I'm thinking like, mate, just hang in there. And 10-9 down. I'm defending, and I'm out on my feet. This bloke's running me cross court, out on my feet. He's got a drop shot. I'm like, oh, if he makes it, I'm gone. Hits it, and I'm like, I think that's out, but I'm not 100%. So I'm just not going to react. And he actually walked back to receive. So I was like, well, he had the better view. He's obviously called that out. And I was like, 10-all, won at 12-10. Went full Leighton Hewitt mode on winning that match. Just went off. Yeah. Get pretty passionate on the tennis court, mate. Even hit it between the legs, mate. Hit the tweener for a winner. Oh, it was up and about. Um, Baggers, hi, Shorty. Let's start like the stream just began. Start afresh, mate, for sure. Jonas Willem Drew was wearing Dacos tighter than a Japan. Fucking hell. Isn't it weird? Like, I know you've typed William, but his name is Willem. How weird is that? When I was working at the Courier in Ballarat, because he was a um, Greater Victorian Western Rebel or whatever they were back in the day. And I wrote William, and one of my co-workers was like, it's actually Willem. I was like, fucking what? How weird is that? Like, what sort of a name is Willem? Strange. Baggers, hi Shorty. This week I have froze. Monday, Tuesday, not bad. Then today, the land of the rich and famous SuperCoach pros, Geelong, a beautiful 13 to 14 degrees. Never complain about the cold again. Ballarat takes it. I know, mate. I have had that Ballarat cold weather. Don't you know that? But yeah, it's cold at the moment. Honestly, this time of year, I really do feel like going north sometimes. Like I've got so much going for me down here, but got the job and family and mates and that. Like it just wouldn't happen. But I hate this weather, man. It gets you down sometimes. Laker, what do you think of bringing in Barry McCoy? That's not bad, mate. That's not bad. Baggies Carter, how was the view of me? Two snags on the weekend. Look out. Hello. Heath, Drew scored well on the weekend. Thank God I haven't him draft. Yeah, 16 tackles was good. He's actually a real good in and under player. Like, he's always pretty solid for about 80, but yeah, I reckon most of those tackles were probably on Dacos. He was wearing him very, very tightly. Lakers, Shorty's got the new tennis career. Oh, mate. I really enjoy getting back into tennis. Baggers, Joel Selwood is my idol. I have mastered the shoulder roll to get freeze. Even roll the shoulder and twist in the tackle gets you round the head easy. Got the freeze. Lockie, Shorty is a sook. Stop complaining. Or is that about me weather, mate? Come on. I'm looking the weather up for Gold Coast right now. Look at that. Fuck me. 21, 21, 23, 24. Oh, God. Imagine. Oh, look at that. I mean, I don't want to be dramatic, but sometimes the weather literally affects your mood. Like sometimes I look out and I'm like, this is just sad, bro. Baggers, preferred course in Geelong, brother. I take it we're talking golf. I really like Geelong as a course. Just the one out near the Sphinx there. Also, don't mind. I mean, Queen's Park is an easy just knock around. Ocean Grove on the weekend. Played out there. Really nice. Jonas, this is the first time a POM has had this many bars in a year. English gets slaughtered in the ruck. Yeah, the bloke scores well, but if you watch him closely, he actually does get, from the throw-ins in particular, he still isn't the greatest ruck guy. It's weird, but Baggers says, I'll get a job there and get you free rounds. Please, mate, please. Do you play a bit yourself, mate? Frank, are you watching the cricket tomorrow night? Do you think they will play Murphy? Absolutely watching the cricket, Frank. Absolutely, man. No, I don't think they will. So I was listening to someone talk on the radio, and apparently in county cricket at this venue, they don't play much of a spinner. It's not really renowned for spinning, and I feel like they don't have too much faith in him anyway. So I would like Murphy to get a go, and I think our team looks better with a frontline spinner. But I get the sense they won't play him. But you tell me, Frank, are they going to drop Warner? For fuck's sake, mate, drop him, for God's sake. Baggers says, Baggers will talk about the gauges when Saturday in the twos. Fair enough. Hamish, anyone know what's happening with Mills? I heard he was a test for this week, so someone mentioned that before. Baggers, it was cold Saturday. The boys were up and about. Wing keeps the finals hopes alive. How good's that, mate? Nice. Baggers making his return. 100-game player that day, and two 40-year-olds pulling the green and gold royalty on. That's some wholesome stuff, mate. Local footy, eh? That's some good stuff. Cameron, Shorty Ross Lyons said they might put attention into Sicily. It is plausible to go Cis VC and LDU C, looking for high ceiling because LDU versus West Coast matchup. Yeah, look, I was genuinely thinking, can I manufacture a C for Sicily, the VC, sorry? And I don't think I can. I don't have a floating zero unless Eddie Ford gets dropped or Campbell Chesser gets dropped. Otherwise, I will. Obviously, I don't have Luke Davies Uniac, but potentially Sicily into Taranto, maybe. But yeah, I would. You're right. I mean, who would do the job though? Who would do the job? I wonder. But yeah, thanks for letting me know, mate. I'll keep an eye on that one. Jonas players out with the sniffles. Got to watch out for that. Baggers, the first quarter was a slog. No goal kicked until after the siren. You guessed it. Baggers gets the free and slots it after the siren. Great start by the mids. Matty looking lively. That's what we like to see, mate. Good stuff. Laker, Warner must be doing the opposite of what Constable is doing. Yeah, exactly. The man knows how to stay in a team. Far out. Never seen a guy have so many chances. He can't bat in England. Get rid of him. Frank says they won't drop Warner. His wife will hark up. Oh, I can't. They'll always. Oh, he's had a good start. He had a couple of starts. He's been having starts for years now, in amongst a whole heap of ducks. He's not capable of scoring runs anymore. Pufferfish, thoughts on Kyrgios's new fully tattooed back? I heard this on the radio. Let me have a look. Thanks for reminding me. I was driving to work and they were talking about it. Jesus. Wow, hey, have a look at that. Yeah, like 5 tattoo artists. Yeah, there you go. Not a big tats guy myself, but does look pretty cool. Um, Baggers, the second one was once again Gordon's Carter doing well down back. One of his 4 touches for the afternoon. Butsy, the C of the twos, lively, controlling halfback and marking run up the guts. Cohen Lasure began to show his class. How about the report here from Baggers? Xavier, hi, short stuff. Hope you are well. Likewise, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Was just wondering if you do BBL Supercoach or if you might get into it. I don't. I probably won't, to be honest, mate. I'd like to kind of just switch off from the fantasy stuff over the off season. I've always been tempted, but I know myself well. If I start it, I will become obsessed with it and I'll just have no chill around the BBL. I like to just have it as something I can chuck on. I don't care if someone goes out. I don't care who scores. I just watch it. It's on in the background. And to be honest, I don't watch the BBL, like I watch the footy. If it's on, cool. But I'm more of a test cricket guy. But yeah, hopefully you get around it, mate. Hopefully you go nicely. Frank says, I think Murphy and Nisa in Green and Hazelwood out. Yeah, I reckon Nisa the way he bowls, it's really suited over there. And far out, he scored some runs the other week too, didn't he? So I don't mind that. Third goal was another beginning to the end for Beaufort. Those names just bring me back, mate. Bring me back to my writing sports journalism days. Luke's in the house. Hey, Shorty, how are you? Going well, mate. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. What did you think of the Cats game, and what did you think of Will Ashcroft's injury? Look, I thought the Cats were really poor in the first half. I thought it was a lackluster effort and really disappointing intensity levels. They could have got blown away. They fought hard, gave themselves a chance to win in the end. Late in the game, I thought they were a chance. But yeah, overall, it wasn't the worst performance. I think it's the closest anyone's run Brisbane up there. But yeah, I didn't think we played well. Found a way to get close at times. But yeah, Will Ashcroft, yeah, super disappointing. You just hope it doesn't affect him long term. Yeah, to see a bloke debut in the way he did, which is so good, and then to see him go down. And like at this stage of the year, like he's 50-50 to play any footy next year, depending how well he recovers. So that sucks. Yeah. Jono, g'day, Shorty. What are your thoughts on Dacos into Sicily as captain this week? Yeah, I think that's a good option. I've sort of been debating about Dacos or Bontempelli. But yeah, you're a Saints man. Give me your thoughts. Someone mentioned maybe a bit of attention to Sicily. Would they do that? Who would do that? Owens, Caminiti. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards that as an option. Baggers with a second. There you go, mate. Goal from the clearance. Nice. Laker, I've screwed myself with no dual position mids. Oh, bro. That hurts. That does hurt, mate. How many trades you got left? Any? The last goal was aimed for the Eagles. Nice, mate. No worries, Xavier. Yeah, hopefully I didn't disappoint you too much there, but yes, Shorty just takes the season off. But let me know if you wouldn't mind seeing anything in the off season, particularly for TikTok. Hamish Bag, is you playing in Central Highlands League? Jason says Sicily could have Caminiti. He's fast, 196 centimeters. I think he would force Sicily to man up. Yeah, could be one. But yeah, when Sicily's in form, he's very hard to stop in the air. Corey, hey, short bag, can't wait for the quiz. That's it, mate. And Corey, they were calling you the ladies' man on the pod last night. You'll have to give me some updates on that, mate. I missed the clarification around that. Quiz won't be too far off either. Baggers, don't let the stinky, horrible Beaufort Crows kick a snag going goalless for the game so far. I need to get into one of your leagues next year. I typed in the code for 3 of them straight away and didn't get in. Mate, that's brutal. I normally give one away on the live stream, so hopefully you can get in, mate. But yeah, I always try and do as many leagues as I can, but they do go quick. Hopefully we can get you next year, mate. Pufferfish says Constable racked up 34 touches in the VFL. Big Stewie Dewey didn't know what he was doing. Surely King gives him a run. Might have to cut Constable's salary as well. Surely, mate. I mean, Lockie Weller's out, but it doesn't seem to matter how many touches Constable gets in the twos. Did you see Braden Fiorini had 45 in the twos? It's pretty crazy. Jonas, the Boutique Saints. Oh, I just scrolled away. The Boutique Saints will get a whipping by the Hawks this week. They can only beat Kangas and Eagles by 8 points. Lose to everyone else. Your tip. Where is it being played? That Marvel. I'm still tipping the Saints. If Marshall's out, that's a pretty big blow. But I mean, if Hawthorn are up and about, yeah, they can take it to anyone, but they can equally be a bottom 4 team as well. I think the Saints have got so much on the line. I think they'll find a way, but they have been in terrible form. So I'm going to have to think about that one. It's an absolute 50-50. Laker says Travis Head is the best, better or batter in the world. Maybe South Australian bias, but he has stood up in this series. Yeah, it's hard to argue. I mean, he's a gun. Just the way he scores, fantastic. I mean, he just is so aggressive. Like, he's been crucial for us. So, yeah, I love watching him play, mate. Baggers both had dominated the quarter, but no goal to prevail. Gordon march on to finals footy with the aim to win each game. And yes, do play Central Highlands. Cameron Shorty, where do ghost poo rank in terms of most satisfying things and convenient things in life? What is that in reference to? I'm so confused, man. Oh, mate. Bags Warner plays for one reason. He will completely derail us and spill the beans on the situation. He has dirt on the coaches and players. Is Marshall actually out? Nah, I'm just under an injury cloud apparently. So no clear indication whether he's in or out just yet. Lordy, will we have round 24 DPP? No, I don't believe so. Just the 3 dual position changes. Luke, I'm good, shorty. I felt so bad for Will Ashcroft when he went down. Also, are you going to the game on Saturday? Yeah, I felt for him as well. And yes, I am going to the game, mate. Should get the job done, you would think. Jono says, I can't see us tagging Sis Dog. Just need to play better footy and not kick down his throat all day long. Yeah, nice, mate. Appreciate that. You do know him very well. Lordy for grand finals. Oh yeah. No, I don't. I don't believe there's any other changes coming up for our dual positions, but I can't say for 100%. Like legacy, I've got 3 trades left. I want to get in another forward to go full premium forward line, but shouldn't so I can win the league. But I need to go top 2K this year. It's tough. Yeah, good to have the 3 trades at the moment, mate. Like there's a lot of people that certainly don't. Yeah, but hopefully you can sneak in another forward in that forward line to round out the side. Bags, if so, swing Darcy Cameron with Madden marriage on Rosie to mids. Walsh. Yeah. I'll be the same, mate. If Marshall is out, I will be just going Darcy Cameron, swing him in, and I'll put Windhager on the field. If not Eddie Ford. So yeah, it might depend if Laird is back as well. But yeah. Jono's back and Marshall in. Good stuff. And he reckons Flanders is a must start, in my opinion, next year, under 500k and still forward eligible, barring role is viable. Yeah, that's true. He will be very good if he has that forward eligibility. I'll work with bloke related to Travis Head. There you go, mate. Yeah, it'll be very interesting as to who does get those dual positions next year because it's so hard to plan now. It comes down to such minute percentages and starting positions and stuff like that. But yeah. Where are we? Corey, when I was at the Brisbane Lions and Melbourne game, I was yelling out and the girls were looking at me. They were Melbourne supporters in front of us and then we're waiting up the top, apparently, DR said. Oh, ladies, man, look out. Did you pull that? Baz Linker wins the quiz short. Look, we're pretty up to date with the questions, so I'd say we'll roll the code out in about the next 5 or 10, mate. Yeah. Corey, as was with DR and Spills. Oh, yeah, nice. Lockie Gordon to sweep the Central Highlands Premiership in 2023. Get down to Mars Stadium in September to see Gordon sweep. Going to be a once in a lifetime. We need to know. Yeah, I covered a few grand final days, mate. It's good stuff. Laker, terrible weekend for ACL injury, Ashcroft and Murray, 2 young guns. Yeah, and Murray didn't even expect it when he went in. That's savage. Is cause of the big dog an absolute Alabama? Jonas, Shorty, how did you go on Touching Swords podcast yesterday? Worth a look. Yeah, worth a look, mate. It was actually a cool episode. We had a lot of different guests. I just came on late in the piece. So, yeah, no, it was good, mate. Check it out. Oh, no, he didn't, Corey. Oh, no. Oh, bags. Yeah, definitely worth a watch, hey, Jono. It's good stuff. Frank says if Marshall, Ridley, Walsh, Laird, and Mills are out, might be a few zeros this week. Yeah, and this is where it can become a bit of survival of the fittest, which I like, to be honest. I think people who have been more disciplined with their trades and planned better, I think they should be rewarded. So, Western Port, MB, I'm a tad late. No worries, mate. Good to see you. Just in time for the quiz, mate. Laker says, good round this week for rivalries plus the Harley Reid Cup. Yeah, there are some tough games to tip this week. Baggers cause up. We understand, mate. You have class and polish. Hey, Nicky, I must say you will get Margot. And Jonas says, surely if Rowan is out, you have to call him Rowan Marshmallow for the rest of the year. Bag is Rowan out of my team next year. River Monster. Baggers, Shorty, serious question. This is in capitals. And I called you Shorty, so it's serious. What do I do with my Wednesdays when lives are gone? I don't remember what I did. I'll be lost dog. I'll be a lost dog with no collar, or I'll just get the netballers to fill it in. Either way, beggars will be a lost soul. Oh, mate, I'll be with you in spirit, mate. Come on. We'll do the occasional live. I might do one through the final series. Who knows? But I'll miss you, boys. I'll miss yous out there. Jonas says, yeah, I saw on DR's video there was a chick with her tongue out next to Causa. Hello. Lakers, I'm giving up with tipping. I was gone a long time ago. Yes, I need to get a few 50-50s right, mate, or I'm gone in my work comp. Luke, hoping to win the quiz again. Western Port, I expect that you will be tipping the Dons, Horty. I can't remember who they play, mate. But against Sydney, yes, I'll tip the Dons, mate. Of course, mate. Oh, is that Lifeline? Oh, oh no. Baggers, stay with us, son. Oh, I'm going to get the quiz code out, boys. I do love the banter that we throw around. I must admit, I was a bit tired before. I just wasn't exactly up and about, so it's nice to jump on and just distract myself a bit and talk a bit of shit. So it is. I do appreciate the banter that we have here. So I will miss it over the off season for sure. Get this code. 942-4550. There you go, guys. There's a code. It is not weak to speak, boys. 100%. 100%. Thank you, Lockie. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that. No, we all have our up and down days. There's nothing wrong with admitting that, but I appreciate that, Lockie. Bags will need updates on Horty's sub kick, aka the Baggers card. I agree, mate. I will have to have a bit of a kick over summer. I need to improve in tipping to win some of the comps I'm in. Got 909 last week, says Luke. Well done. Lakers, what is the quiz on? Look at my friend. I think, did I put that just in above? Yeah, so, yeah, I think you found it anyway. Nice. I'm the best at Look at. There you go. Lakers is talking it up. Jono, did you like my drive-bys last night? I did, mate. You're in some good form. In some very good form. And I'll tell you what, this is the best opportunity. If you want to win the quiz, this is the best opportunity to do so, because these late in the year quizzes, there might be 15 people in there. So it's your best chance out there. I know Corey was talking up a pretty big game. He got the Rhino. Nice Beggars. Lakey, you should come down to SA one time. Oh, absolutely, mate. I don't mind a little trip over the border. We did the old road trip to Gather Round, mate. What's good to do there, mate? You'll have to give me some local knowledge. Jono says, surely wait a couple of minutes for the quiz. Oh, absolutely, mate. Definitely wait for it to build up. I'll wait till at least 8:45 because I told most people about 8:45. So, yeah, we'll let it build up. We'll try and get 20 in there. Get a few people around it. Oh, beggars. Steve, Shorty, what's going on? Not much, mate. How are you? Good to see you. I spent up the last trade last week getting liver. Normally we'll keep trades, but this year trying to go the bench cover in Keys Day and last resort Fogarty. Rest are loopholes. Good, mate. Yeah, nice. I think a few people are like that. This year's been testing, so a bit of bench coverage could come very handy. Jono, great vid on Sunday. Brought a tear to my eye. Oh, wasn't I up and about? I still am. I was pretty stoked with that. I really was. Nate, just in time to come middle of the pack in the quiz. Nah, come on, Nate. I need a top 5 from you. Lockie, really? You're happy to go? You're happy to go to South Australia? You're boring. Luke, you going to gather around next year, Shorty? Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure I will, mate. Probably just go with the old man, me mate, probably my sister as well, I reckon. Yeah. Corey, didn't think so. Don't think so. I'm going to win, so you won't have a chance as 1-5 this year. So we'll keep trying to win tonight. Oh, have a look out. Gather round was pretty good, says Laker. Not much to do in South Australia. Beaches are good. Royal Adelaide show is on soon. Yeah, is Glenelg where the nice beaches are? South Australia has one really good Pilates joint. Oh, bays. Genuine freak. Oh, Lakers is the walrus. Nice, mate. Steve, you going bench cover or keeping trades? I haven't seen your team for a few weeks. How's the game plan looking for the rest of the season? Yeah, I'm going bench cover as well, mate. So I'm going to use my last trade this week, Walsh to Doherty. And if everyone's fit, that'll give me George Hewitt on the bench, Windhager on the bench, Eddie Ford on the bench, Wagner on the bench. So some are stronger than others. But having Hewitt there sort of allows me to swing Dunkley forward if I need, Cameron into the ruck if I need, and Doherty down back if I need. So I feel like I can cover guys if they're rested or one weaker. I certainly can't cover, like significant injuries. But yeah, like if you go to gather round, I'm going to find you. Sounds very stalker-like, but I'm all for it, mate. I'll let you know. Have to catch up for a beverage or something, mate. Baggers, Jeff, you are a scholar, a man of wisdom. I wonder if Jeffy Boy's watching. I haven't heard as much from Jeff on the quiz lately or the live. The peer, very good. Baggers, I pray for your health, safety, beer drinking abilities. If that's not your thing, rose smoke. Lukey's hoping to finish top 3 in the quiz. Jonas, Shorty, how many backpackers have you been kicked out of? I have given the boot in 5 different states. Oh, we got 24 in the quiz. How about a look at that? Nah, I'm normally pretty well behaved, mate. You know how it be. James, what's been your worst trade of the season? Now, I don't know if James is just trying to bring some PTSD here, mate, but clearly Errol Goulden has been the disaster for me. Traded him out, and it's haunted me. Absolutely haunted me, James. Steve, I got Sicily in my last defender. Bit of a pod now. Yeah, very handy pod. Ever since Marmalade moved, South Australia's been boring. Harry, g'day, Shorty. Good to see you on the Saw play last night. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was good fun. Great bunch of blokes. So, thanks for tuning in, mate. Good to see you. I reckon we might just start this. Marmalade is the exception to the walrus talk. Shorty, who was this Belinda I heard about? News to me, mate. Steve, does Caitlin only show her face while a certain quota of viewers tune in? Yeah, I know. Caitlin's been out of action for a while, hasn't she? She hasn't popped in too much lately. We'll start the quiz very soon. What's Harry got for us? Walsh to Hewitt at M8. Risky allows me to go Seamus to Mitchell. I think as an overall combo, that's the go, mate. I reckon that's the go. To bring Mitchell up to Sicily is a dream. And yeah, there's a little bit of risk for Hewitt at M8, but I think with Chera out, Cripps out, I know they're short term, but Kennedy's out long term. Walsh is out for a bit. Tarek, how do we join the quiz? Type in Blookit in Google, or you go to this one, Tarek, play.blookit.com, and we'll give you the code here, mate. So if you want to join, I'll give you a minute, mate. Jump on. Let me know if you get in. We'll start in a sec. No, I haven't played AFL 23. Any good? Thoughts on Woodies? Cop or drop? Is that what you mean? You thinking Shorty's jumping in an Woody? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh boy. Any messages on the old Tinder for Shorty? Message from Elizabeth. What's up? A teacher lives in Mornington. Okay. Okay. Crocs. Nah, it's a drop for me. No Crocs, mate. Steve, any chance you can keep that water in the fridge? Yeah, the bloody water gets a fair go, doesn't it? Harry calls a no-show for the quiz tonight. Come on, where is he? Yeah, I heard there's been stacks of updates. Yeah. Look, I reckon we might start this. Steve. Oh, James, you got to get in the quiz, mate. You got to book it, son. You're gonna have to be quick though, mate. I tell you go. Just log on to book it. You can probably just Google it. Join that quiz 942-4550. Be pretty dangerous reading some of those replies, mate. Don't want to get the ass from your work. Some of your students could be watching, mate. Shorty, rail that. Oh, you are a freak. Oh, the failed quiz. Yeah, I agree. Crocs, they're not the guy. We got 29 in the quiz, so built up a lot more than expected. Good stuff. Yeah, he lives his life on the beers, mate. All right, let's get this started, shall we? Good luck, guys. I hope you all got in. Let's do it. All righty. Question 1. Who kicked the winning goal to give the Tigers a 1-point victory over the Hawks? Just thought I'd start you off with a surely an easier sort of question. Highlights were everywhere. Can't believe they came back and won that. It was, of course, Liam Baker with the cheeky snap, giving the Tigers the dub. Who was in nice and quick? D-Mac, Causa, Pufferfish, Unzip for Cripps, and Mitch. So some very familiar faces up the top there. Question 2. How many marks did Jordan Ridley take on the weekend? 12, 14, 10, or 16? And I reckon a few of you have him out there, so I feel as if, not that it'll be easy, but I reckon most will get this right. Man, I'm starving too, mate. I'm fucking starving. Oh, and I've got no toilet paper. I've got to go to Woolies. Oh, 14 was correct. Most getting it right. 8 of you's got it wrong. 17 got it right. So who was in quick? Caitlin, Spills Shorty, Hoppus Michaela is back. Pufferfish and Hamish. So Pufferfish goes to the top. There you go. A couple of new names in. We like that. Question 3. What number did Patrick Dangerfield debut in for Adelaide? 27, 32, 19, or 35? Now, I'm going to say a lot of you will get this wrong. It'll put you to the test, I reckon. He wears 35 at the Cats. He wore 32 at the Crows for a long time, but he wore number 19. And one person got it right. He debuted in 19. If you go watch his first goal, Xavier, the only man to get it, and he thought about it. Took 18 seconds. Did he Google? Who knows? But he got it right. Pufferfish is first. Spills, D-Mac, Caitlin, and Rioli is a dog in 5th. One person getting it right. Nicely done, Zabe. Question 4. Who tagged Nick Dacos for the majority of Saturday night's match? A couple of easy ones in here from Shorty. Lockie Jones, Kane Farrell, Sammy Powell-Pepper, or Willem Drew. And yeah, most of us know it was Willem Drew. I think most of us will get this right, and they do. They do. 26 of you getting the correct one there. So question 5 is up next. But firstly, Cameron Gordon, D-Max, Spills. So he'll be on top, I reckon. Caitlin, Barry McCockiner. D-Max on top, then Spills, Shorty, Pufferfish, Caitlin, and Unzips for Cripps, who is often around the mark, but let's see how he goes. Question 5. Of Collingwood's last 16 matches when trailing at three-quarter time, how many of those games have they come back to win? 12, 11, 13, or 10? You might have seen this in the paper or written up in the afl.com.au match review. That's where I saw it. Great record, as we know, 12 of the last 16 times. And that really split you. So that's a good one to get for anyone who got it out there. That could change up the top 5. But Spills, Shorty gets it again. And Causa, My Time, Rioli's a Dog, and Baggers. So I think Spills, Shorty will be on top. He is. Causa, Rioli's a Dog, D-Mac, and Xavier in 5th. So bit of a buffer in top spot for now. So we hit the halfway mark. Who am I? I'm a one-club player, but never won a premiership. I was selected at pick 1 and played over 300 games. I feel like these ones are normally pretty easy if you give it 5-10 seconds to just have a think of it. Yeah, so when you really nail it down, and there you go. Few of you went Brett Deledio. Wasn't a one-club player, though. Did end up at the Giants. Spills Shorty's doing nicely. Pufferfish Cause will be around the mark. Baz Cello and Mitch. Spills is still on top with about a 30-point buffer. Question 7. Which clubs did Paul Roos coach? We all know he coached Sydney, but who was the other one? Carlton, North Melbourne, Melbourne, or St Kilda? Again, I'm sensing, unless you're a bit new to footy or a bit younger, I feel like this is pretty gettable. He did coach Sydney and Melbourne. 20 of you's getting that one right. Nice work. Rioli's a Dog, Causa, Unzips for Cripps, Cameron Gordon, and Spills Shorty right up there. And he's on top. Causa second, Rioli's a Dog, D-Mac, and Caitlin in 5th. So going to take a little bit of catching, but he's doing pretty nicely. Question 8. Which of these players wears the highest number? So the number on their back, which is the highest number? Ed Langdon, Jack Viney, Lockie Hunter, Angus Brayshaw. So Angus Brayshaw wears number 10, Hunter number 12, Viney 14, Ed Langdon wears 15. Roy, bang, on top there. Spills Shorty, so he'll be still on top. Pufferfish, D-Mac, and Causa will close the gap. Well, not really, because he was in pretty quick, but they stay in contention. Question 9. Which Saint kicked the goal to put them in front in the final quarter against North Melbourne? Jack Higgins, Anthony Caminiti, Cooper Sharman, or Jack Steele? Now, a few of these guys did kick goals in the last quarter, but which one actually put them in front? Now, I actually thought it was Caminiti, but it's Jack Steele. Wow, there you go. Yeah, so Higgins kicked the sealer at the end, I think it was. But yeah, to put them in front, it was Jack Steele. Rioli's a Dog, Roy, Baz, big fella, and Fishing Bloke. So did Spills get it right, or are we close up here? It's close because Rioli's a Dog in second, Causa, Luke Mack, and D-Mac. So very tight finish coming up here. Question 10. In 2016, who did Sam Lloyd kick his match-winning goal after the siren against? Remember that one? BT went off. Big goal from 50. It was against Melbourne, West Coast, Carlton, or Sydney. It was against the Swans. Mostie's getting that one right. Good job. Good job there. Might be a question of who was in quickest. D-Mac, Riola's a dog, and then Spills. So who closed the gap a bit? James in nice and quick, and there's Unzips for Crips. So just 7 points separated, and then you've got Causa, D-Mac, and Luke, I think, was in there as well. So very close between Riola's a dog and Spills, who I'm not sure of the identity. I feel like Lockie must be the Rioli one. I don't know exactly who the Spills one is, but which of these clubs did Paddy Ryder not play for? I think I put a tough one in for question 12 because this one is the last two have been a little bit easy, but Port, Essendon, Sydney, or St Kilda. I feel like everyone gets this, don't they? Yeah, most people get it right. So they were his other three clubs. Sydney was the team he didn't play for. Hot Puss Michaela. There's Spills going nicely. Cameron, Causa, and Unzips for Crips. He's consistent, mate. He's in sixth. Spills, 20-odd points clear. So what can question 12 give us for the win? Charlie Curnow booted 10 goals on the weekend. Who was the last player to kick a bag of 10? Josh Bruce, Ben Brown, Taylor Walker, or Jeremy Cameron? He's led all day. Can Spills continue on? It was, of course, Taylor Walker. He did it this year against West Coast. So in third position is Causa. Rioli's the dog in second, and it is Spills, Shorty, Loveheart. It is a bromance. There's no doubt about that. Who was the overall? How did that go? So nicely done. Rioli only got one wrong. Nicely done. Luke Mack in fourth. Also just got one wrong. Unzips for Crips, another good performance. D-Mac, big fella, Pufferfish, Baz, Hot Puss Michaela, Barry, my time, Mitch, Cameron, Cardi, Baggers, Caitlin, James, Walsh, my back. Hamish, Unzips for Crips, who Unzips for Crips is there. And then there's another one. So they both run with the same name. So there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Oh, Jono, that was you, mate. Oh, well done. Gee whiz, there you go. Nicely done, mate. No, fair, Corey. Yeah, Jono, we do love the name. Yeah, fair, Xavier. That's fair. I got like 9 correct, missed a few easy ones. Says like the fifth one is the real ones is for Cribs. Big fella, damn, g'day, shorty. Couldn't get in tonight. Oh no, but never missing quiz. Came 7th. Good luck this week. Yeah, good, mate. Good stuff. Good to see you. This is in regards to Jeff, is it? Jonas, wake up, Jeff. Your legendary son, short stick, is a total horn dog. The stories don't have any. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Don't get dad involved in that. Hey. Oh, I thought who kicked the winner. Yeah. Play again, says James. You'll have to play next week, mate. You have to play next week, my friend. I do it every week, so you have to join. Widescreen TV. Shorty, I have 3 trades left. 300k, needing 2 primos. Have Green, Wardlaw, Ashcroft. Yo, looking for league and probably going. Could just hold for finals. What do you think the best options would be? Well, if you're going for league, I'd definitely hold Green. Ashcroft should go. I think Yo is close to returning, and I feel like Wardlaw's gone for a bit. So I would turn Ashcroft into a primo, whether that's Jack Steele or someone like that. You could even go Ashcroft to, one of those guys, and Wardlaw to Hewitt, or depending on where you need the players, you could go Ashcroft to Doherty or, dual position. But hopefully if you're going for leagues, then I feel like you can be a little bit more long-term focused. Oh, Carl, here we are. Hope they've been giving Shorty his flowers. 23 on the round, elite areas, but we expect nothing less of the Shortosaurus Rex. Thanks, Carl. I was missing you tonight, mate. So there he is. There he is. Good stuff, mate. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, you too. Appreciate you popping in, mate. Yeah, you too. If I don't see you around, good stuff. Here we are. Apologies for the late arrival, my lord, but just wanted to say congrats on being 23rd best super coach in the world this week. Huge. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate that, and thanks for all the love and support out there, guys. I've certainly been feeling the vibes this week. So thanks very much. I will get back to the comments on YouTube and TikTok probably tonight. But yeah, no, thanks very much. Yeah, Dangerfield question was a tough one, eh, Luke? See you, Lockie. Bye, mate. I have not tried the AFL grid game. Baggers. Oh, Western Port. Couldn't resist a little Goulden crack at me, could ya? Carl wouldn't have been elite areas with mediocre mid 60s Goulden pack skirting flog. That's it, mate. It was a joyous week for Shorty. What do you get as a winner, mate? Just absolute bragging rights, my friend, and my absolute respect. So well done. Jono, other Jono. Cheers, Shorty. We'll see you again next week, mate. Love the work, legend. Thank you, mate. Cheers, guys. We might sign off, eh? Much appreciate you all getting on. It's awesome to see that even late in the year when, let's face it, there isn't that much Supercoach to talk about, but it's just great to have a bit of fun, talk a bit of shit, and fill our Wednesdays in with a bit of banter. So love your work. Enjoy the week. Have a bit of fun. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Unzips. Oh, boy. He had his own name stolen off him. Brutal. Thanks, guys. See you later.